Have you ever felt guilty for not fixing someone else's problems? Meet Tom, a kind-hearted man living in a quiet suburban neighborhood. Tom gazed out his window and muttered,
The Johnsons seem to be struggling again. I should really do something to help.
Mrs. Johnson struggled with grocery bags on her driveway.
Oh dear, these are so heavy.
Tom rushed out saying,
Mrs. Johnson, let me help you with those bags.
Mrs. Johnson looked surprised.
Oh, Tom, that's very kind, but
No buts, I insist. I'll even put them away for you.
Tom's help seemed innocent enough, but it was just the beginning. Later, Tom stood in his yard, eyeing the Johnsons' overgrown lawn.
Their grass is getting out of control. I'll just mow it for them.
Mr. Johnson returned home, shock evident on his face.
What happened to our lawn? Sarah's wildflower project.
Tom approached proudly.
Surprise, I mowed it for you. No need to thank me.
Mr. Johnson's face fell.
Tom, we didn't want it mowed. Sarah was growing wildflowers for her science project.
Tom's help was becoming a hindrance, but he couldn't see it. Looking dejected, he thought to himself,
They didn't appreciate my help. I know, I'll fix their car. That's been sitting there for weeks.
The next day, Mr. Johnson confronted Tom.
Tom, what have you done? That car was a restoration project. Now it's ruined.
But I was just trying to help. I thought...
That's the problem, Tom. You didn't ask. You assumed. Please, just leave us alone.
As Mr. Johnson walked away, Tom stood there, a whirlwind of emotions washing over him. He sat on his porch steps, head in hands.
How did I get it so wrong? I just wanted to help.
An elderly neighbor, Mrs. Chen, approached.
everything okay, Tom? You look troubled.
I tried to help the Johnsons, but I just made everything worse. I feel terrible.
Mrs. Chen sat beside him.
You know, Tom, an ancient book of wisdom says, for each one will carry his own load.
What does that mean?
It means we're each responsible for our own lives. You can't force help on others or control their lives. True kindness is respecting boundaries and letting people manage their own responsibilities.
So, by trying to fix everything for them,
Mrs. Chen nodded.
You are taking away their chance to handle their own challenges. It's okay to offer help, but always ask first and respect their decision.
I need to apologize to the Johnsons and make things right.
From that day on, Tom learned to channel his helpful nature in more respectful ways, finding peace in focusing on his own responsibilities and offering help only when asked. Remember, you're not responsible for fixing everyone's problems. True wisdom lies in knowing when to help and when to step back. Have you ever been in Tom's shoes? Share your experiences in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on navigating life's challenges. Until next time, keep growing and learning.